Howdy y'all, it's been a while. I wanted to talk to y'all about a little something I had about dreams. I don't know if you've ever seen black-eyed children before, but I've had reoccurring, I want to say nightmares. I'm just going to say dreams where they're sitting in the back watching me. There's usually 3 of them, 2 boys and a girl. I think there's an older boy, a younger girl, and a younger boy. And they're always in the distance watching me. And I don't mean like demonic eyes over here. Their eyes are solid black. I'll post a picture over my face here and show you what I'm talking about. But they're never doing anything. They're always sitting in the back watching me. I remember this one dream I had last month. I was sitting in a house and there was these 3 children just staring at me in a window. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm being hauled off in front of this tribune and being sentenced to death. But the little 3 black-eyed kids were off in the back. I don't know what this means. I've looked it up. I'll post a link to a Wikipedia page. And apparently Twitter's blowing up with black-eyed children. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'll do some research. If anybody has any inclination of what this means, go ahead and drop me a comment, because it freaked me out. But back to my story, I was in front of this tribune sitting in this chair. They sentenced me to death. So what they were doing is they drilled a hole through my head, but I didn't die, because you know usually when you die in dreams you wake up startling. All I know is I had this hole through my brain, and I'm sitting there looking at people and they're like, what the hell is this? How is this dude still alive? It was just weird because usually the body and the mind don't know what's after death, and it kind of like wakes you up and then startles you and brings you back to reality. But this didn't. It went on for like, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. And all of a sudden the black-eyed kids were gone. Weird. It's just been a weird month for me. If you know, I'm a big proponent on mental health. I preach mental health at work. I preach mental health to my kids, my friends, my close peeps. Mental health is a big deal. But these black-eyed kids, man, they're everywhere. I had this other dream. I was back on his farm and I was tending some horses. Then, you know, I'm getting ready to close up this gate, and I look off into the distance and I see these kids walking. It kind of looks like a hallway, but 2 buildings, but a hallway through the side of it. I saw these kids walking and I got intrigued, so I decided to go investigate. Lo and behold, apparently it was the doorway to death or something. I can't remember what it was. Clear as effing day, my younger sister was right there, and I can visually put her face like I was staring at a picture, you know, short hair and all. And she's like, hey, how you doing? And it's like, no, there's no turmoil, no pain, no nothing there. I don't know, it's just an endless hall that they're walking down. And she says, hey, I'm all right. Don't worry about me, but look over there and see who's over there. And I turned my head. It was my brother. He was shy, but it was captivating that I could visually see his face. You know, whiskers, short hair, and everything. But what was odd though is you could see the black-eyed kids down the hallway, not saying or doing anything, but just staring. I broke down in tears, started crying, because eventually I sold my soul to whomever to bring my brother back. And next thing I know is he comes around the corner by a car by an old friend of mine, and she's just chilling in there, and they started talking, and I come walking back to my grandfather and talking about the horses. But then I started breaking down crying again, and I told him I did something wrong, that I sold my soul to bring Jeremy back. And he couldn't. He was like, what did you do? What did you do? Then at that moment in my entire life, I felt sorrow and grief. And I was just breaking down crying. I woke up crying. I woke up sweating. And it was a blissful dream that turned into a WTF moment. But ever since after that, I've been having dreams. It's always the black-eyed kids. You know, there's always 3 of them, no matter what. It's the taller boy, the younger girl, and the younger boy. And they're always looking at me. No matter what I'm doing in a dream, I could veer off, look somewhere else. There's always that black-eyed kids. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if I'm being haunted, possessed, or I've just got a funky imagination. I don't know. Sometimes I like to think I'm a little on the weird side, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But if you know what I'm talking about, drop me some comments. I'd love to hear it because I hate to think that I'm crazy. Like this video. Drop me a comments on the weirdest nightmares you've ever had. I'd love to listen to them. I'd like to think that I'm not alone. Well, if I don't see y'all, these black-eyed kids come and get me. Y'all have a splendid one.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes.